Welcome back to Backward Point Podcast. This is not our first, not our second, but our 200th episode. 200 episodes of Backward Point. We've given literally blood, sweat, and tears to this podcast for your entertainment, guys. Thank you very much for being on this journey with us. There's only a few people that are day oneers, and if you are listening to this, we dedicate this podcast to you. We also dedicate this podcast to all of our lovely Patreon members, including our executive producers. We have 3 now. We have TR, we have AM Masood 34, and we have a new one, Bashaar.
Hamza Salman.
Thank you guys for being the one of a kind, honestly, or 3 of a kind, I should say. And everybody else in the Patreon chat. Love you guys to death. We've developed a very interesting kinship there. They're now breaking news to me, which is, I love that. I'll be driving. I'll see a WhatsApp chat in the Patreon fam. So just a lovely atmosphere. Everybody from the Discord, Instagram, Twitter, like whoever, all you lovely people who sent pictures. Sent questions in. We love you guys. I haven't even introduced my co-host yet. My brother, my co-host, Bashaar Sayed, been with me since day one and before that.
Unbelievable milestone. 200 episodes. And it's actually been almost a year since our 100th episode. So it took us a year and a half to record 100 episodes. And it's taken us almost a year to record 100 more episodes. So technically we're averaging around 2 episodes a week, which to me is unreal consistency. And none of this would be possible without people who listen to us. Sometimes you see, oh, this video has like X views. We forget sometimes there's an actual real person behind these views. And it's only until we meet you guys in person or we get some nice friendly DMs or emails that we realize how big of an impact this podcast has, not just on our lives, but people who are listening in. So thank you again for everyone who's been a part of this journey. Looking back, it's been a fever dream. If you told me that this podcast would have 200 episodes, that we would be working with the PSL team, that we would travel, thanks to this podcast, to Dubai for the Champions Trophy. And now we'll be covering our first ever international series as in a media accredited organization, the Pakistan versus West Indies upcoming series. I would not have believed it.
Honestly, it's a whirlwind ride. People who we used to look up to are now our friends. People know us in the business. It's all because of viewership, man. People
so many opportunities opened up,
honestly.
So many networks, so many connections. And yeah, could not have been more grateful for the opportunity that we have with this podcast.
Awesome. Before I go into the Patreon questions and we go into the Q&A section of this podcast, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
When we started this podcast, I pitched you this podcast 4 years ago. Full disclosure.
Longer, actually.
2019-18 is when I was like, yo, I think we should start a podcast. That's when I just got into pods. And I was like, this is a format that's suited for you and I to blab and yap as much as we want about cricket. Because I think the thing is that you and I have a weird chemistry dynamic. Like, obviously, we've lived together our entire lives. I know what you're going to say sometimes before you even say it. And same thing with you, to me. I always wanted something like this where we could just shoot the bird. If it's about cricket, if it's about movies, whatever it was. When I asked you to do this podcast 4 years ago, did you think we'd be here?
No, absolutely not. I thought, who would be crazy enough to listen to us talk about cricket?
Yeah.
But here we are. Almost 100K following across platforms.
Yeah.
Unreal. I think what I'm most proud of actually
Like,
is,
when was the moment you thought you made it?
I think it was the first international prayer that we got, the Moment with Harris podcast that went viral unintentionally. We were just looking out there to tell his story.
Ask the right questions.
Not we weren't looking for any spicy headlines. It just came naturally. And once we started to see those clips go on ARY News, Geo News, major cricketing platforms reporting on it,
India Today,
that's when I'm like, okay, we've done something insane.
Insane, yeah. No, I think I agree with you. That moment, and then being invited to be with the Islamabad United players in the Islamabad United camp, I was like, I am shocked that we're here. Like, we should not be here right now. And then just how wholesome everybody was there and how many friends we made from that one experience. I was like, okay, so this is more than just cricket. This is about people and it's about making friends. And yeah, it's been a wild ride.
To me, what I'm most proud of is
please.
the community we've built. I think when you were growing up here, we didn't have a cricket podcast in English on Pakistan cricket. So we had to watch the God Behinds or the agenda-driven shows on Pakistani news networks. And so I thought, when we do this podcast, the one thing I need is a sense of community within all the listeners.
Yeah.
And that's when I look back at our Patreon chat, our Discord community, and
Instagram DMs.
It's just a non-toxic place to discuss cricket. And I'm really grateful that we've built that.
100%. I totally agree. Let's go into the questions. We can alternate. You guys sent a bunch of questions. Over 200 questions were sent, which is ironic because of the number of podcasts that we're celebrating today. But we'll go with the Patreon question, Discord, and then IG, TikTok, whatever, Twitter, X, wherever you sent your questions in.
And this is more of it's an ask us anything. So there's questions about our life that are not cricket related. And there's also questions that are strictly cricket related. So I've tried to mix them up.
Yeah.
When we did a poll on Instagram asking you guys what you guys want, do you guys want to see an ask us anything, or do you want to see a ask us cricket Q&A?
Yeah.
And it was sort of a split vote. So we decided
46,
to
54. It was very close.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to do the best of both worlds. This way you get to know us a little bit better, and we can answer your questions regarding whatever. All right. So the first question is from TR Temuribani. He asks, random food question. Describe the perfect pizza for you each. Thin crust, New York style, deep dish, or traditional pizza? What toppings?
It's a very deep question.
I have a very peculiar answer to this.
I think it's a question that can tell a lot about someone.
So my perfect pizza, I don't even think exists anymore, because the chain that used to make this perfect pizza no longer operates in the vicinity of Pakistan. Let me take you back to 2007. Let me take you back to Ramzan 2007, actually. We're in Karachi. Pizza Hut has a special Ramzan offer. It's all you can eat pizza. You and I go in, I think it was 700 rupees per head, smash our faces with these pizzas. That's my perfect pizza, TR. It's the Pakistan Pizza Hut chicken fajita.
Not fajita.
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 That's the pizza that I think is top tier. It has the little bit of a desi fusion to it. And just I crave that pizza. Honestly, it might be nostalgia. It might just be me thinking about, wow, this pizza was just more, it was better than I remember it, probably, but that's the pizza I crave. Now, if you're asking about, North American pizza, I went to New York 2023. I had their New York slice pizza, just regular cheese, no pepperoni, no nothing. Loved it. I think it was $3. Absolutely amazing. I think that's the one to die for. And then, honestly, it's really hard to find good halal pizza now. In Toronto, we have the Karachi?
Pizza Karachi.
Pizza Karachi. That is a go-to.
Yeah, I was going to, that is my answer. Yeah. I love Pizza Karachi's Bihari pizza. So it's basically this really thick crust, cheesy pizza with spicy beef Bihari boti on top.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing. I love it. And then number two, I'd say when I went to Chicago a couple of years ago during the Asia Cup, I had the deep dish pizza.
Yeah.
I think it was from Giordano's.
Okay.
Really good.
All right. Yeah, good stuff. My wife loves a good Neapolitan pizza. Those Italian thin crust ones. Because of her, now I'm also obsessed with them. Remember when you and I went to that place in Whitby? We had this pizza. Really good pizza there.
Yeah, I don't trust you because you get pineapple on your pizza. And I'm like, pineapple is a fruit. It does not belong on pizza. Back me up on this, guys.
I'm pro pineapple on pizza. I think the quick answer for both of us would be traditional desi pizza in any form, and then Neapolitan for me as well. All right, so moving on. I already started with a hot take there with the pineapple on pizza thing. But Yusuf asks, name me one Pakistani cricketer, one from the past and one from the present, that you believe are overhyped and overrated.
I thought about this, and one player from the past that I thought that was extremely overhyped and overrated was Mohammad Sami. And you can tell that by the number of comebacks this guy has had.
This is an
I think his test match average is around 50, and he's played over 35 test matches. So he kept coming back in the team because raw pace, but he was just extremely wayward, inconsistent. Even though he has officially clocked 160 kilometers an hour on the bowling machine, I just didn't think he lived up to the potential that he had. I mean, he was identified by Imran Khan as the next best pace bowler in Pakistan.
Yeah.
And even Shoaib Akhtar mentions that Mohammad Sami had one thing that Shoaib Akhtar did not have, and that was fitness.
Yeah, 100%. That's actually a really good call. For me, the overrated player from the past is, can anybody even disagree with me on this? Ahmed Shahzad.
Oh, yeah.
Ironically, he has Pakistan's only T20 World Cup century, which is something we have to live down every single day. But that's one player that, as he's like milk. The more time passes, the sour he tastes. So not that I've had a sniff of that, but if you know what I mean. And Bashaar, who's your current cricketer that is overhyped and overrated?
That's a tough one.
Pakistani.
That is a really tough one.
I think my answer is very simple.
Go for it.
Usman Khan.
Usman Khan.
I mean, again, would anybody disagree with me on this?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you on this
Right?
one.
Usman Khan is probably a safe answer as well.
It is.
Not
It
in the
is.
team.
It is. Yeah.
Somebody who didn't live up to his potential. I'm just going to add an addendum with that, Yusuf. If the mania, the vibe, the hype that we were
I was
on,
gonna say Ifti Mania, but then
it just fizzled out.
he was, yes, at one point he was overrated, but now he's not rated at all.
He's not rated at all. I mean, that's one. Iftikhar Ahmed reminds me of the finale of Game of Thrones. Just so popular in the zeitgeist and just absolutely unescapable at one point in the Pakistan cricket team. Gone. Nobody even remembers him. So
Yeah.
that's tough.
He is currently walking on these streets of London with sad music in the background.
Hashtag calories. From Hamza Salman, he asks a 3-pronged question. Number 1, do you think tape ball cricket helps or hurts players who want to go pro? Sure.
I think it hurts players more because if you're going to go pro, you have to leave tape ball cricket and then you have to commit to hardball cricket. And that's one of the challenges that Haris Rooh mentioned early on, because Haris Rooh used to be a professional tape ball player, so he would get paid to go play tournaments. And it was very hard for him to sort of leave that livelihood and then commit full time to Lahore Qalandars and the hardball cricket. So, if Haris Rooh was not committed and disciplined enough, he would have probably gone back to tape ball cricket and have been just a footnote in Pakistan's tape ball history.
Yeah, I agree. I think, but the question is a little bit, tape ball cricket and hardball cricket, as we know, regular cricket, are 2 different games. They're like tennis and pickleball, or tennis and paddle, I should say. Yes, they use rackets. Yes, they have similar balls and they play on a tennis court, but it's not the same sport at all. So it's tough to differentiate. Now, if you're really good at tennis, will you be good at paddle? Probably. But if you're really good at paddle, are you going to be good at tennis? Probably not.
The only thing I would say where tape ball helps the bowlers is one of the reasons why Pakistan produces so many fast bowlers is because when you're playing tape ball cricket on the streets, you need to have really quick arm rotation and arm speed. So they develop that. They develop bowling good Yorkers and also like variations. So you need like a slower ball, you need a cutter, you need a back dance slower ball. So you learn those street smart stuff while playing tape ball cricket.
True. Question 2 by Hamza Salman. People say Pakistani players have raw talent, but is that enough today?
Absolutely not.
Definitely not. That's the short answer. The long answer is that cricket is so much more scientific based and data driven now. All the sports have modernized. You don't do anything on raw talent anymore. There is a cap to that. You can do everything with work ethic and hard work.
We talked about this yesterday where West Indies and Pakistan can be comparable with respect to having genuine raw talent. Like Shamar Joseph is somebody who can go from a village in Guyana to having a match-winning spell in Australia to beat them in a test after a couple of decades.
Yep.
So, but that can only take you so far, right? Another country which is very good at grooming talent and developing talent is New Zealand.
Yes.
Population of like 5 million, which is equivalent to the population of Karachi.
Not even.
So New Zealand keeps developing these players is because they have limited talent and they have no choice but to develop and keep playing and keep backing these players.
Karachi is 25 million, I think. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I think I'm right. 25 million, 2 crore.
Right.
So yeah, I totally agree. Next question. Thank you for your questions, Hamza Salman, by the way. A.M. Masood. It has been wonderful to see you guys grow and be a part of our journey. It has been wonderful to see you guys grow and be a part of your journey. Extremely happy for the 200th episode. Keep up the good work, and here's to another 200 more. Amen to that. Time to ask the real questions, rapid fire style. This is for both of you. Bashaar, we're going to go rapid fire, okay? Your favorite Hollywood movie?
Interstellar
is a really good one. My Letterboxd. Let me just check my Letterboxd. Did you do the top 4 on Letterboxd? Have you done that?
No.
Okay, so do you know what I'm talking about with the top 4?
I know.
All right, let me just check with my top
I don't know
4.
how to do it. I want to do it.
You can just go favorites on
Okay.
Letterboxd. This guy's technically impaired. All right, so these are my 4. I'm going to cheat, Amos. So these are my 4 on Letterboxd right now, top 4 favorites. These change all the time. Number 1, Shawshank Redemption. Number 2, 500 Days of Summer. Number 3, Before Sunset. And number 4, The Dark Knight. That's my 4. Your favorite Bollywood movie other than Lagan, lol.
Phir Hera Pheri.
Phir Hera Pheri. Not even the first one? The first one's superior.
First one is okay. The second one,
It's
I think
iconic.
first one is good. I love the second one.
All right. For me, it's Tamasha. I think Tamasha, Three Idiots. Those are probably the two that I can go back and revisit. Munna Bhai, kind of a lame answer, but Tamasha has had a huge impact on me on just quote unquote chasing dreams, doing what you want to do, getting out of the 9 to 5 grind. If you haven't seen Tamasha, go check it out. Your favorite Coldplay song?
Everglow, the live version in Buenos Aires
Dang.
with the Muhammad Ali speech in the end.
Yeah. The single version, you mean?
Yes.
Warning Sign, Deep Cut. I think the second Coldplay album is a masterpiece. No skips. Also, Coldplay in the news for more than music these days. If you guys are following, we went to the tour this past month, I should say. Great tour, great show. If you guys got a chance, check them out. Highly recommend. Also, Chris Martin, a huge cricket fan. When he won his first Brit Award for, I think, Album of the Year, he said he thanked his friend Phil Harvey and said, "Thank you for introducing me to music or something. Otherwise, I would have just been a player for Essex." So he had game. CM knows game. Number 4, if both of you can have one non-cricket celebrity on the pod, who would it be?
One non-cricket celebrity on the podcast.
I think it has to be somebody who we look up to. Chris Martin is actually a really good answer, just following up with the Coldplay stuff. I think it would be a really good cricket conversation. Also, he's really good friends with Shane Warne, and just about music and life and stuff. I think he's a very wise person. What about you? Non-cricket.
Non-cricket celebrity on the podcast.
Mayor? John Mayer?
Talha Anjum.
Talha Anjum. Oh, really good answer.
TA.
That's really good. I think I would want to have both of them. Just backward point, young sinners, 2 hours long, uninterrupted.
Give it to me.
Let's go. Thank you for your questions, A. Masood. Or A. Masood, I should say. All right, you stopped numbering them after the second one.
From Zeddy
From
G.
Zeddy G. Go ahead.
Who's been your all-time favorite Pakistani player and what makes them your number one?
Shahid Afridi.
What makes them your number one?
I mean, it's self-evident. It's Shahid Afridi.
It's because he's handsome?
He has just the older he gets, the more attractive he gets. I don't know what's going on. It's not Shahid Afridi, it's Zaddy Shahid Afridi for me right now. It's next level. But Afridi, the impact he's on in Pakistan cricket, the impact he had on youth, he was punk rock, he was counterculture, he was everything. But the Pakistan cricket team was a timid, safe space, and Shahid Afridi was dangerous and wild. And he made leg spin cool. He made bowling shooters cool. He made taking wickets cool, and he made hitting sixes cool for Pakistanis. So, it's a no-brainer.
To me, it has to be my boy right here, Shabi. Shoaib Akhtar is my number one player. I think he's number one because of how fast he used to bowl and how consistently fast he was. And he sort of bowled through a lot of pain, a lot of injuries. And to me, growing up, I didn't see Wasim Akram or Waqar Yunus or Imran Khan. I saw Shoaib Akhtar. And that's what inspired me to take up fast bowling. My shirt number for when I play in my club cricket team is 14. Because of Shoaib Akhtar, I probably bowl at 1/3 of his pace. But I look up to him in terms of, the struggle, the grind, the consistency, and how big of an entertainer he was.
Yeah, totally agree. I think also Shahid Afridi and Shoaib Akhtar are both personalities, the gift that keeps on giving. Like, just whenever they're in something controversial, it's just fun to follow that. The second question Zeddy G asked was, outside Pakistan, which players do you secretly or not so secretly love watching and why? For me, it's easy. Virat Kohli. I will watch cricket because of him. It's one of the few reasons I was checking out the IPL this past season was because he was in the final, he was in the playoffs. I like to see that person win because I think he's hardworking, he deserves it, and he really, really means it when he plays cricket. So it's always fun to watch him.
Yeah, I don't want to repeat your answer. Obviously, for me, it is obviously Virat Kohli as well, but I'm going to change my answer and say Jimmy Anderson.
Sure.
For someone to play test cricket till the age of 40 odd and still be good at it, he's currently playing county cricket. He's playing the Vitality Blast. He does a podcast on the side. He has just been knighted. And I think he is statistically the most successful test fast bowler of all time. So I aspire to look up to Jimmy and have the longevity that he had in his career. I think it's phenomenal what he achieved.
Totally. I totally agree. Also, really good podcast guest if you ever get him. And here's a real debate: who's the better cricketer overall, Nazar or Bashaar? Choose wisely.
I think you should choose wisely because I captain you in the leagues that you play.
I think you should choose wisely because I gave you your first start ever, and I captained you for a few years as well, early on. And I would say in the prime of our cricket.
So let me be honest. I think initially you were probably the better all-around cricketer back when you were in school.
Yeah. This is like 10 years ago.
I would always be on the bench and you would be the starting leg spinner plus middle order batter. So a very critical spot on the team. You would bat number 3, 4.
Yeah.
You would ball 4 overs in the middle and I would be on the bench scoring oftentimes.
That's true. And then now I think I had a period in the middle where I stopped playing cricket full time. At least I used to play night matches, day ball here and there. But this coming back to hardball was like a couple years ago, maybe 2023, 2022 was when I was like, I need to play cricket again. I only have so many years left in me. And this podcast had a big role to play into that because I was feeding so much cricket into my brain and psyche. It re-sparked that love that had gone missing for me to pursue playing hardball cricket again. So, and now I think you're definitely a better captain, better leader, better batter, better bowler. Like, and feels on. Where do you feel? I mean, on?
Covers when I'm captaining.
I mean, obviously. So yeah, I would say now it's you. Although our 1v1 did draw, it tied, and people still think it was fixed. It was not fixed. But I think we'll have to have a rematch to finally decide that.
Right. Question from Mohsen. He says, was Nazar a nice brother or was he a bully? Looking back, what was the funniest fight you guys got into?
We haven't really gotten into much fight.
I think you were a very nice brother. I think we shared
not
a
dead.
lot.
I'm still here. I think I still am, but okay.
I think we shared a lot of friends groups together. I think growing up, your friends were my friends, and then now I think my friends are your friends. So you never sort of sidelined me. You were always like carrying me together with you in our childhood. So it was kind of good to be hanging out with guys who were older than me, get a feel of, what it's like being a little bit more mature.
Wasn't funny. We don't fight a lot. I mean, we squabble. We squabbled yesterday.
I think the funniest fight we had was last year when we went to record the Carlos Brathwaite podcast. I would like you to tell that story.
So we're going to go record Carlos Brathwaite's podcast. It's still up on our channel. You guys can check it out. And we packed everything up. We put everything in the car. There is one bag. I think it's right next to you, actually. I don't know. If you want to pull it up. There's one red bag that we have that has all of our gear in it. So gear as in cameras, memory cards, chargers, cables, all that goes into the red bag that goes, I travel with that. And then everything else, the tripods, the lights, the big heavy stuff goes into a separate bag or just in different bins. So we put everything in the car. I take the red bag, I put it outside, I wear my shoes, I get in the car. We get to the hotel that Carlos is supposed to shoot. It's a hard start and a hard end, which means he has to be there at 4 and leave at 4:45. We can't get a single minute more than that. He has to be somewhere else right after that. So we're there like at 3:30, like 45 minutes before, just scouting areas where we could do this podcast. And I'm like, Bashaar, where's the red bag? Can you give it to me? I think I've found a really nice space. I'll just set it up. He's like, oh, it's with you. And I'm like, what do you mean it's with me? I'm like, and you're like, it's with you. I'm like, no, I left it at the door so you could pick it up. I was picking something else up. I think it was like another piece of gear I was picking. I told you to pick it up. You were like, no, it was right next to you. I thought you would pick it up. And then
it's your red bag. You're responsible to bring your stuff. I brought my stuff.
And then it struck us at that moment, maybe 20 minutes before Carlos was supposed to sit on our podcast, that we did not have any camera gear with us.
And at this point, our house is an hour away.
Hour and 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
Because it was rush hour. We were in downtown. Like we were underneath the CN Tower.
No way we could have gone back.
There's no way.
The only thing we had on us were our phones.
Yes.
And our audio gear.
We had the audio gear. because that does not go in the red bag. It goes in a separate compartment. We had a few tripods.
But we didn't have a phone tripod holder.
Yes.
So
I ran to... This is turning into like one of your worst mistakes in potting. But I took the car. I drove 30 minutes. I went to Best Buy. I got like phone stands and God knows what else, like tripods and memory cards and all that. Ran back, set everything up, recorded it on our phones. We only had 30, 35 minutes because we ate up some of that time. And the entire way back, we were just yelling at each other.
But at the time, we couldn't fight because we had to still figure out how to record this.
You were pissed. You were losing your shit. You were like, this is impossible to do. And I was like going straight into fight or flight. Like, okay, how can we fix this? Like, what can we do immediately? That is probably the last time we quote unquote fought. But we squabble like every day like brothers.
Yeah.
I think. But we don't really like fight. I don't remember fighting.
Next question from Shahrukh Farhani says, are you excited about the Avengers Secret Wars or the Justice League movie? Hopefully the success of Superman that just released.
Shahrukh, I'm going to be honest. I have a little bit of comic book fatigue. Like, I still have not seen Fantastic Four. It's been out for a week. I saw Superman like maybe a week after it came out, only because I heard it was like really, really good. And I really enjoyed it. I give it 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd. But am I excited for Secret Wars? Am I excited for the new Justice League? Not really. I think both Marvel and DC have to prove a lot more to me to get me invested like I was back in 2018-19 when the Avengers Infinity War and Endgame was coming out. Like that hype, that delivering, just the conclusion of that entire saga was epic to the nth degree. I think I saw Endgame and Infinity War both twice in the theaters in IMAX. Just a great time. It'll be really hard for them to replicate that. In the meantime, I would love for them to have like little wins. Like Superman was great. I haven't seen Fantastic Four yet. I'm not really interested, but I'll check it out eventually. I'm really excited for Spider-Man coming in next year. I love Tom Holland. I'm hoping, because the one before that was really good. And yeah, I'm just like, I'm mad about it, man. What about you?
Yeah, I think I've kind of checked out of the Marvel universe since Avengers Endgame came out.
What about Spider-Man No Way Home? No?
Was that after?
That was after. That was in the pandemic.
Yeah, I think I watched that, but I haven't really followed religiously. I think I watched a bit of Loki, and
which was the last Marvel movie you watched?
I think I watched.
Do you see Deadpool Wolverine?
Yes, and that was mid.
That was mid. It was okay.
Right, so I haven't seen anything that's blown me away or that's gonna bring me back into the Marvel universe. Superman is DC.
Yeah, you said.
Yeah, so Superman I saw. I like what's going on with the DC universe. The Batman movie was good. The first Joker movie was very good.
Yeah.
So hopefully, if there is a Justice League scenario building up, I'd love to see how that plays out.
Yeah, I totally agree. We both are mad about it, but maybe it's a part of growing up that you just lose interest in stuff like this.
Moving on to Discord questions. The first one is from Rayan, I want to say.
Or you could say Ryan.
Rayan.
Why not? What if he actually is Ryan?
Maybe. Rooh afza with milk or water?
Milk and ice.
Yeah.
And Rooh afza.
Yeah.
Is that controversial? I hope not. Maybe that's a hot take. From Kawi asks, do you guys think that Pakistan created a mess of their own T20I team out of nowhere, like getting rid of Shaheen, Babar and Rizwan, and then trying to metamorphose into an intent-based team?
No.
I don't think it's a mess.
I think Pakistan had played about 4 major tournaments with the Babar and Rizwan opening pair, and we hadn't had any silverware. So I think now was the right time to change. New captain, new coach, new management, a fresh squad. I'd rather lose with these guys and learn something new about our domestic structure, our players, than keep on losing with the same old combination that is miles apart than what the rest of the teams are doing.
I agree. Second that. Ismail is asking, as a fellow Karachiite, how was your experience shifting to Canada and what was the hardest part?
Hardest part had to be adapting to the weather and integrating with the Canadian culture.
Mm-hmm.
We had lived in Karachi for about 7 to 8 years, and we moved here in December, which is pretty much smack dab in the middle of harsh winters. So that was hard, leaving your friends behind, your families behind. We had so many close family friends. We had a very emotional goodbye at the airport.
Everybody cried, I think.
Because we didn't know when we would be coming back.
Yeah. I think the tough part was also, like, staying on topic of this podcast, was just the lack of cricket that you can't play cricket 6 months a year. And we tried our best. Like, we play indoor cricket at masjids with friends, and it's fun, but it's not like cricket. Booking nets was expensive. Net sessions are expensive. We do that once a week still in the winter time, but it's just like that aspect of it is tough. But yeah, the integration of your religious beliefs, your culture that you have known your entire life, and then just the smack dab of just Western culture smacking you in the face. That equilibrium is hard to maintain. And I think we did a good job of it, though. That was probably the hardest
part. My concept of a high school in Canada was High School Musical.
Yeah.
And so first day of high school, when I didn't see people singing and dancing, I was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Was I sold a lie?
Yes. And then you had Shawn Mendes in your grade, and you were like, oh, there it is. There's the drama and
correct. I'm not sure if I mentioned this on the podcast, but I went to high school with Shawn Mendes.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like we went to the same high school. We were in the same gym class.
Yeah.
So Shawn and I were...
You go way back?
We go way back.
Before the Vine days?
Billu Barber. me and Shawn.
If you know,
I am the barber.
Rihan asked if you could change the result of one fixture Pakistan played in each format of the history of Pakistan cricket, what fixtures would they be and why? So should they have 3 answers, one for each format? Many congrats, by the way. This is a really good question.
How about you think about it? Because I filtered these questions so I know my answer. And while I say my answer, you can think of yours. So let's start off with the test format. I think I would love to change Pakistan versus Australia 2016 at the Gaba, where Pakistan is chasing about 439. And Asad Shafiq.
That's a great answer, by the way.
Asad Shafiq has scored this magnificent century in the fourth innings with support from Wahab Riaz, Mohammad Amir. And I would love to change the result of that because that would have ended Pakistan's drought of winning a test match in Australia. It would have meant that Asad Shafiq's name would go down in history as one of the greatest innings played by a Pakistani in test matches. It would have been, I think, the highest chase in the history of test match cricket. So I watched that match all 5 days, ball by ball. I think the games would start very early in the morning here. And I tuned in day 5 with the hopes that Pakistan would somehow pull through and win this match, but unfortunately did not happen.
What about the second format? ODIs and T20Is?
ODIs, I would have loved for Pakistan to win the 1999 ODI World Cup.
Oh, really good answer again.
I think that Pakistan team had so much potential. On paper, it's just a list of match winners. Like on any given day, Saeed Anwar, Shahid Afridi, Ijaz Ahmed, Inzamam ul Haq, Muhammad Yusuf, Azhar Mahmood, Abdul Razak, Sakler Mushtaq.
Dang, stop it, man. That's great.
Wasim Akram, Bakar Yunus, Shoaib Akhtar. Like this is a dream team.
Super team.
And for them to not win any trophies is so sad. And then the second thing which I don't like about that World Cup is that people just blame Pakistan that they fixed that final.
Yeah.
But there's no concrete evidence.
Yeah, it's a spot on Wasim Akram's legacy.
Right. It is. I get it. In that time, the entire world was involved in fixing, whether it be India or South Africa or Pakistan. And so when you lose a match like that, instead of saying, well, at least Pakistan made the finals, they kept saying, well, this match was fixed.
Yeah.
So that would be my ODI match that I would change. In T20Is, I would have loved to change the 2010 Pakistan versus Australia semifinal. That last over Ajmal against Mike Hussey, it gave me a lot of sleepless nights.
Yeah.
I think it gave a lot of sleepless nights to Ajmal as well. He mentioned saying that people don't remember him for reinventing the Dusra or being the top bowler in his era, but they remember him by the guy who got hit for 4 sixes by Mike Hussey.
I have a different answer for test matches. And, I know he wants to take the fixture of the game, but 2009, Pakistan versus Sri Lanka, second test in Gaddafi Stadium. I would love for that to be anywhere else in the world and that terrorist attack not to happen. And that would completely change the course of Pakistan cricket forever. Like where we would be right now, I don't even know. Because that one instance led to 15 years, 14 years of just no international cricket. Maybe less, 10 years of no international cricket. And that's a whole generation went and did not play at home. So that's the one result I would change there. In ODIs, 2011 semifinal.
Yeah.
Against India.
It's a very good answer.
Bring it home. Bring it home. Pakistan beat India. Pakistan beat Sri Lanka in the final. 100%. Because Pakistan beat Sri Lanka in the final a couple of years before that in T20Is as well. We had that advantage over them. It was just that one hurdle that we had to do. So that's my ODI answer. And my T20 answer is the 2022 World Cup final.
Right.
I would want to win that final. And it's not even... I could have gone to that same tournament and gone to that India versus Pakistan game where Kohli smacked that, but that's fine. I can live with that if we have the trophy at the end of the day. And not getting the trophies, that's tough. Yeah, I think about those two things a lot. I wish I had a better answer for tests. Honestly, I don't remember a test that went so close to the wire that I would love to flip. Whatever, if it's a cop-out answer, whatever test that Pakistan lost in India, I would love for them to have won that one. And just have that one more star in our banner for that. Thank you, Rihan, for that question. The other question from Discord is from Mantis. Congratulations, guys, on 200 episodes. Thank you very much. Looking forward to many more. Have you ever been a WWE fan? If yes, who was your favorite superstar?
I think as a kid we were like
We were, bro.
We would practice
I didn't even know.
WWE moves on each other.
Yes.
Batista bomb.
The tombstone.
Yes. RKO. Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio 619.
That's true. Oh my God. Yeah, that's true.
I think my favorite superstar growing up was Batista. I remember his intro where he would come in and then he would like have this machine gun fire, and then there was like fireworks behind him.
Yeah.
And I would love that.
We had the WWE 2007 on PS2. Remember that?
Yes.
Play that all the time. For me, like, simple answer is like Undertaker. I was genuinely scared. I never knew how they were able to do that. Lights go off for like 5 seconds. Lights come back on. He's in the middle of the ring. That's insane. Like, I still don't know. I don't want to know.
I think he comes out of the like beneath
whatever it is. I don't want to know. I want to live in that magical facade of like this guy just appears from nowhere. So Undertaker was great. It was scary, but I always liked Randy Orton. That was my guy.
We were so immersed in the WWE universe that I genuinely thought that Undertaker and Kane were brothers.
Yeah.
And like I would cry when Undertaker would die in the show, and they would have a funeral for him, or they would burn his car. And be like, what is going on, Undertaker? But we don't follow it anymore.
I haven't followed it in years, probably decades, at this point. Okay. Instagram questions. By the way, everybody at Discord, thank you for sending your questions. From Bilal Akhtar 011, what's it like following cricket while living in Canada?
Horror.
It's tough.
Early mornings, late nights, sleepless nights, all-nighters.
Yeah, but hardly people come to tour, so we never get to see them live unless like stuff like the Florida stuff happens where we can travel a bit to see them.
And a lot of cricket is catered towards the South Asian audience. So even the ICC, they try to have matches that's in prime time during India, Pakistan, Bangladesh timing, which is like 6, 7, 8 p.m., which means it's super early in the morning here.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough for us for sure. But we welcome these West Indian games because they're more attuned with our time zone. That's probably the hardest. Just not being in the center of cricket is tough, especially with a podcast like ours. It would have been great if we lived in Dubai.
I was going to say that, yeah.
Or the UK. We had Toby on the podcast from Cricket District a few months ago. And just, he has prime location. He has the India versus England series. He has the BGT. Sorry, not the BGT.
The Blast.
The Blast, yeah. Vitality Blast. He has the Ashes. All that stuff, right? At home. And then, people come and go all the time because of how prime real estate London and the UK are. So we kind of feel left out, a bit of FOMO there. But apart from that, like it's just cricket. From Sunny Ashraf, who is also our uncle, and Arham S27, how did you guys deal with the setback in the beginning of your YouTube channel and early struggles? Did we get setback? I mean, I guess kind of we did.
I mean, it took us a couple of years to get to where we're at with Backward Point.
And then it took another couple of years.
Exactly. So this podcast had many different iterations before.
Yeah.
And we kept on making mistakes and learning and trying to correct ourselves.
Yeah.
Until finally we got to where we are. So this is what you're seeing right now is many, many years of trial and error and just having discussions and reflecting on things and learning from other creators as well.
Yeah.
So lots of struggles, lots of persistence to stay where we are.
I think the way we dealt with it is we never made this the focus of our prime income. If this was the only way we were making money, I think we'd be a lot more stressed. We always had day jobs. We were actually students when we started this, so we didn't really have day jobs, but we always had other modes of income and we never relied on Backward Point to be, and we still don't rely on Backward Point to be our main source of income, which helps relieve a lot of stress. But that also lets us do it for the love of the game. I mean, doing 200 episodes just without ever getting paid, enough to actually live like a proper life with the money is a lot of work. And the Yashi and the Sendwave and all those sponsorships are not as big as you think. So they just help keep the lights on and keep everything going. So for us, it was always make sure that you have other means of income and just do this for the love of the game. If you're good enough, strong enough, and you do it consistently enough, those tides will reverse and this will become your everyday thing. Hopefully that's our goal for the future, but we can wait. It doesn't have to be tomorrow.
Yeah. Next question from Golden Gladiators 2024. How much money does Backward Point make? And talking about the dough and money.
How much money does Backward Point make?
Let me just say this. Not enough.
Yeah. It's not
I think we've realized that this podcast will probably never make us rich. So we are trying to use this podcast for experiences.
Yeah.
So for instance, Backward Point has a fund where it has some money. and we try to fund trips, experiences. We try to reinvest back in the podcast. We're currently in the process of just trying to get some more gear so we can make really good cricket content. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, I
I think that's kind of a good thing as well, because if
Yeah.
I had relied on this podcast for my day-to-day income, I would then be covering certain cricket that I don't want to. I would be doing clickbait content. I would be having agendas. I would be running paid PR.
probably having ads that from companies that you don't trust or believe.
Correct. Yeah, lots of companies reaching out to us that we just don't feel ethical to work with.
Yeah.
So yeah,
The short answer is, how much money does Backward Point make? It makes enough for us to pay our editors, pay for programs, and then save a little bit on the top for stuff like this. So the way our financial model is set up is that if all the AdSense, everything stops tomorrow, we'll still have 6 months worth of money stored where we can easily operate with paying our editors, paying our graphic designers, paying our team. Everybody gets fed for another 6 months, and then we'll see. So that's how much money we make.
Next question from Chaudhry Samya. She says, "What have you guys studied, and do you guys have jobs beside the podcast?" Yes,
Yes,
we do have jobs because this podcast does not make enough money.
I mean, it's all like really good financial stuff.
Yeah.
So I studied marketing, specialized in social media marketing, which actually helps with this podcast because then this is a really good case study for me. And Bashaar, what did you study?
I studied business and strategic management at University of Toronto.
I knew you were going to say that.
I went to U of T.
Every U of T kid has to say, I did this from U of T.
Obviously.
Did you notice how I didn't say my alma
It's
mater?
because you went to On Tech U or whatever that
whatever it's
called
this week. You're so rude, man.
And I work in IT supply chain in the fintech space.
Yeah. So that's where that works. And then I work in the marketing space, social media marketing. Who is your favorite Pakistan singer currently?
Talha Anjum. I think I love Talha Anjum because he...
Oh, by the way, this question was from Maida Furqan.
He raps about the day-to-day struggle. He raps about making it. He also keeps me connected to my roots in Karachi. And when I'm listening to him, I feel like I'm driving in Gulshan, and he's talking about Pakistan. He's talking about the hustle culture. He's talking about, he's motivating you to just keep going.
Yeah.
Lagare. And I think I take a lot of inspiration from him. I mean, he was the most streamed artist in Pakistan last year on Spotify, overtaking Atif Aslam, which I think is a massive achievement.
Yep, totally agreed. My favorite Pakistani singer currently and all of time, Vital Signs. I just posted on my personal story that Tum Dood The by Vital Signs and Junaid Jamshed is probably the best Pakistani pop song ever. I stick by that. I think Vital Signs are amazing. We just saw Faisal Kapadia live, lead singer of Strings, couple days ago, and he covered Vital Signs, and I was like, yep, these songs are still good. They're still amazing. So I would say Vital Signs, but if you say current Pakistan singer, nobody can beat Atif. OG Atif is still the best Atif.
Atif's first album.
Hassan Rahim I really like, and Abdul Hanan.
Yeah.
Those are my boys. Manu. Love Manu's production, his writing style. So that's a little bit of Pakistan singers there. Ifra Khan asks, when are you visiting Pakistan next? Not in 25, I believe.
Likely not this year.
Maybe
next year you guys might see us in the PSL again.
Yes, maybe we might see us in the PSL. We want, ever since we've quote unquote blown up, we haven't really done a Pakistan tour. So I would love to be in Karachi, shoot a lot of stuff with Safi, Fawad Alam,
Mohammed
Sami. I would love to have Sami on the pod. Shabir Ahmed, all these guys. I would love to shoot and then go around, go to Lahore, shoot with some other people. Just basically have a Pakistan tour so we can shoot a lot of pods. We haven't done that ever.
We don't know how many listeners we have that are genuine listeners from Pakistan or Karachi. But I'd love to do a meetup in Karachi next time we're there.
A lot.
I'd love to do a live podcast with a special guest in Karachi as well.
That's our goal for the future, is basically taking this on the road. So we could go to Karachi, maybe book out a theater, and you, me, and Steffi.
What's
2
that
hours.
Club 432?
Club 432, was it?
In Defense.
I forget the names, yeah. Yeah.
Where you had your book launch?
My book launch was there, yes. I'm forgetting the name right now. But yeah, stuff like that, that's our goal. So when is it? It's not this year. We're packed for this year, honestly. Probably next year. If we hit the PSL, we might hit some other cities as well. I don't know. This is too in the future, but it's not in 25, probably 26.
From Abdul K.07, do you guys watch the Premier League? If so, what team do you support? So I don't watch the Premier League. The team that I used to support back in like 2008 was Arsenal, because I would use the Arsenal team to play FIFA on the PS2. So I don't support them now. I just liked using them as a team. But they had, I think Robin van Persie was their striker back in the day.
This is
Way back.
I don't follow the Premier League as much as I used to. I got into it kind of in the pandemic because I needed a sport to follow. And the team that chose me, because you don't choose a team, was Leicester City. And they were great. I think they won an FA Cup when I was during the pandemic. And then they just shat the bed. Vardy retired. They sacked two managers, and now they're playing in the championship. So that's what I follow from time to time. Every week I'll check the scores, where they're at the table, what's going on, who's scoring, news and stuff. I listen to the Leicester City podcast once a week just to know what's going on. But proper Premier League stuff I haven't followed in a while because they just have been shit. Where are we now?
Osama Javed asks, if you are made in charge of the Pakistan cricket team, what is the first thing you would do?
That's an easy question. That's an easy answer, actually.
What would you do?
Separate the PCB from the Pakistan government.
No, but you're in charge of the Pakistan cricket team, not the Pakistan cricket board.
Oh, okay. Okay. Charge of the PCT.
So if I was in charge of the PCT,
but when you're in charge of the PCT, are you not chairman? So are you not chairman in the situation?
I don't know what you are, but you're not charged. I think what I understand is you're in charge of the team, not in charge of the board.
Of the board.
The larger bureaucracy.
I don't know how those would be distinct, but all right. What would I do in the Pakistan cricket team if I was in charge of that? So maybe I'm like Mike Hassan, maybe I'm the coach.
I would have strict fitness standards.
Yes.
I would ensure all of my players are on diet plans. I would do fat level checks every few months. I would have yo-yo tests. I would be managing our players' workloads. I'd be managing their protein intake and
private chefs for everybody.
Private
or
chefs,
maybe like category wise, like the fast bowlers are different.
Yeah,
batsmen are different.
Personal trainers, gym work, recovery work. Because the one thing I think all Pakistan players can control is their diet, their fitness, how they appear on the field. And we watched the Pakistan team live at the Champions Trophy. And I was disappointed to see at least half our squad was overweight, dehydrated, not physically fit. If you're not physically fit, you can't be mentally fit because the mind and body work together.
Dang, bro. Speak your truth. Yeah, I would do the same thing. I think I would set really high fitness standards and personal training, PT, chefs and all that. Definitely get that into the system and make it priority number one.
From Ibad _ Salim, I don't know why you were losing these questions.
Because I keep going up and down.
Do you think Babar still fits in the T20 team?
That's easy again. No, not right now.
I have a hot take. And I know I've been a very big Babar hater.
No, you haven't. You've been low-key Babar lover.
I think there is one scenario where Babar can fit in this team.
Talk to me.
And that is Pakistan can choose horses for courses. For instance, if they're playing on surfaces where the average score is 140, 150, under 160, then you can be like, okay, maybe we can add one more anchor in the team. Because right now, you only have Salman Al-Yaga who can sort of hold his own in the team. Fakhr, aggressive. Saim, aggressive. Haris, super aggressive. Hassan Nawaz, aggressive. Khurshid Shah, aggressive. So only having one anchor right now could put Pakistan in trouble when they're playing on tough conditions. So Pakistan can maybe look at using Babar as an anchor at maybe as an opener, as at number 3.
I feel like that's forced. I don't think he makes a spot in.
That's the only argument I can make for Babar to be in the squad. Otherwise, I don't see him coming.
I need data. I need to see that he's actually changed his game. I need to see him in tough positions and tough situations where he gets out, worms his way out, and finds himself the winner. I think it's pretty endemic that he has not won a single PSL as captain for Peshawar. I think that's tough. That's working against his legacy. 2021 World Cup, 2022 World Cup, 2024 World Cup, all 3 World Cups he was captain. It just has gotten worse.
Separate the captain from the batsman.
No, I'm just saying he was a leader there, and he, apart from 2021, where I think he was the top scorer for Pakistan, or just top scorer in general. He just has not shown up in World Cups. So I don't think he's ready for this format. He has a bunch of runs. His average is crazy high. He has centuries, 3 centuries, insane amount of 50s. I agree with all of that stats. But when it comes time to push to shove, I don't think he's the guy. And I think we have like we said earlier in the podcast, I'd rather lose with Haris Saim and Fakhr and Sahibzada Farhan, who are new guys playing a different kind of cricket. It's just a change of pace, honestly. I would rather, if I have to, lose with these guys than have the same old with Babar there.
There's a question on what brand makes your favorite bat. I think this was from Fahad Zaidi, I believe.
Okay, not on the list?
No, I think I forgot to put it in. But the answer is Yashi Sports. Because Yashi Sports, they continue to be Canada's home of cricket. They should be the only spot where you go to buy your cricket equipment in Canada. Go to yashisports.com. You can browse through the large array of equipment that they have. And it doesn't matter if you're a pro player or if you're a beginner starting out. They've got everything for everybody, tailored solutions, expert advice. And if that wasn't enough, they've given us a code BP10 for 10% off your next purchase. And they also have free shipping on orders of $350 and up.
By the way, my first bat ever that I bought in Pakistan was a BS Glory tape ball bat. Remember this bat, Bashaar?
No.
BS Glory? Me and Hassan used to be like, oh, Humri Glory, you know?
No, wow.
Wow, this is a deep cut.
Big throwback.
Yeah, Hassan
I
was
remember
watching.
our first tape ball bat was an MRF bat.
That was the one that Ashwam got us.
Yes.
After that, the one that we bought when you and I went to Miyazat Sports in Johor and got that bat.
Okay.
It was the BS Glory bat, yellow grip. I missed that bat. That was my favorite bat. My current favorite bat that is available at Yashi, anything that Grey Nichols makes. I think Grey Nichols has really good, the aesthetic of the Grey Nichols bat, and it's not only because of Babar. I've been a fan of Grey Nichols for a very long time. The aesthetic of a Grey Nichols bat, I love. They have the right color codes and the right grains and the grip size and all that. So I would buy a Grey Nichols every day. Also, shout out to UC Sports. They make good bats too.
They make custom bats as well.
Custom bats. So shout out to UC.
Question from Jazzy from Twitter. He says, if you were made PCB chairman, what would be the first couple of decisions you would make to improve our state of cricket?
So this is the question I thought it was the one previous. So if I was made PCB chairman, the first thing I would do is change the constitution of the Pakistan Cricket Board so that the patron-in-chief is no longer the prime minister of Pakistan. That immediately separates PCB from the government and immediately gives me more chances to make reforms and make systematic issues that have been plaguing Pakistan cricket for decades. I can probably work on them a little bit
And
more.
it also means that every time the prime minister changes, the chairman of the PCB does not change.
Yes, and I would make a fixed tenure like any other democratic institution. Could be 4 years, could be 3 years, whatever that is, whatever that looks like. It would just be fixed, and then yeah.
Democracy in Pakistan, we've never had a prime minister finish a term.
Yeah, and look where we are now, democratically and politically speaking. But that's one of the first things I would do. What other teams I would do that would directly impact Pakistan cricket? I would have 2 different coaches so I would have a completely different coach for T20s. Completely different coach, and I would have a different coach for red ball and ODIs. That would
So
be
you are basically agreeing with Shoaib Malik.
Sure, yeah. I don't disagree with Shoaib Malik a lot. That sounds like a good plan to me. I think ODI cricket and Test match cricket are more closely aligned than T20I is with ODI cricket. So even just because it's colored kits and white balls does not mean that they're similar. And what else would I do? I would focus on my test team a lot more than the focus that we get now. I would work in more test matches so my guys are able to get more runs and do the best.
Yep. So I'm going to agree with your first point where you said to separate the PCB from the Pakistan government. The second thing that I would do is just announce things for long term. So hire the right people and then give them a long run. So for instance, if I was most likely right now, I would announce Mike Hesson as Pakistan's head coach till the 2027 ODI World Cup.
Is that not already?
It's not public
canon?
information. It's his contract. What we've heard is a couple of years. But I just want it to be out in the public. So all the players, all the management know that Mike Hesson is our guy.
Yeah.
And I would do the same thing for the captain. If Rizwan is a captain till the next ODI World Cup, announce him now. If Salman Aliaga is a captain till the next Asia Cup, the next T20 World Cup, announce him right now. So all the players, all the management know that this is our guy that we need to back and we need to get behind. There's no lobbying. There's no politics. Because a lot of times our guys who come from humble backgrounds, they're given this lollipop of captaincy, and they suddenly lose their shit.
Yeah, it's been our culture in Pakistan cricket. Yeah, I agree with that. I think, all Pakistan cricket could do. I think they should just make us backward point should be the chairman.
I would also have
two heads.
some sort of like continued education program where
Great one.
I'd love for our players to still take some classes,
Courses.
on maybe like a bit of math, stats, English, training.
The PCB could link up with like LUMS or one of those big institutions in Lahore and just have that program running. That's so easy to do. You get free marketing, free press for your institution, and then you get these cricketers for a few more courses as they have downtime. Like they just had like a 6-week period, and a normal course on anything you could probably condense it down to 6 weeks. Could be a fail pass course, doesn't matter. It gets these guys in the habits of like learning and innovating and all that.
Get them in better financial habits, some investing. I don't want these guys to go broke after a couple of years after retirement.
Totally weird. From Zuhair, or ZUH63R, Zuhair, right? Zahir. Can Pakistan ever become a cricketing giant like the big three, or will we forever be resigned to luck and Qudrat ka nizam? If so, how?
The only way Pakistan can become a cricketing giant if they win more matches, and particularly if they win more test matches away from home. Right now, Pakistan is a horrible test team, horrible ODI team. They're barely making their way into 20
horrible ODI team? I wouldn't say that.
We did not make the top 4 the last ICC tournament.
But
we have not made the semifinal.
But before that, we beat South Africa and we beat Australia.
Now you've triggered me. Pakistan has not played a ODI World Cup semifinal since 2011. Let that sink in. A boy right now in Pakistan, if he's 14 years old, he has not seen Pakistan in an ODI World Cup semifinal. Would you agree that ODI World Cups are the pinnacle of ODI cricket?
100%. But he's seen Champions Trophy finals, wins, 2017. Don't just shrug on that. What do you mean? No, it's tough. That's a tough call. I think Pakistan ODI team is it's getting better. The T20 and Test matches is abysmal. Like it's tough for me to watch that, even though I'm a fan of that format. I love when Pakistan plays that format.
We can barely win at home, let alone win abroad.
I'm not disagreeing with you on that. I just think you're being too strict on the whole ODI thing. But yep, I agree with that. How will we do that? I agree. Win more test matches away, win more ICC tournaments, or make it more to the playoff stages. Pakistan knocked out first round in the Champions Trophy, knocked out first round to 2024 World Cup, knocked out 2023 World Cup. So it's been 3 straight ICC events where we've been knocked out in the first round. That's tough. That's not good for your legacy. As you start winning more games, as you start becoming a formidable foe for the big three, right now it was announced that England and Pakistan are going to play a 3-match test series in England. If you were a good team, they'd probably want to play 4 or 5.
Absolutely.
Right? Same thing with Australia. You go there every 3 years. If you're a good team, they'd want to play more than 3, like the BGT, right? Or the Ashes. So that's your barometer on how good you are as a team. If more higher paying countries like the big three want to play with you more, that's a good indicator of where you stand.
Our last question, and I thought this was one of the most intriguing questions of this entire Q&A. It comes from Springle Barams. I hope I'm saying that right.
Sure.
Question is, if you could bring back one player from the past to this current Pakistan team, who would it be and why? So looking at this current Pakistan team and looking at where we need a player, where we're lacking, where we're kind of behind, who would you bring from the past, a Pakistani player, and why would you bring them?
Give me 2011 Shahid Afridi. All 3 formats, make him captain.
Even test matches?
Yeah.
Make him captain of all 3 formats.
All 3 formats. Bring back 2010, 2011 Shahid Afridi. Give him all 3 formats. Like they did actually in that era, and he forsake the test matches, which I think was a mistake. I think he should have followed through on that as well. And just you in the T20I side, you're missing a number 6 spot all-rounder who can give you 4 good overs in the middle. That's Lala. 10 good overs in ODIs, and that gives you that 5, 6, 7 spot. Come in the 35th, 37th over, if you stay for 5 overs, he's giving you 50, 70 odd. And test matches, I've said this before on this podcast, my hot take is that Shahid Afridi was a future-looking, aggressive, baseball before baseball even existed player. Give him the opening spot, let him rip.
My answer.
Wait, you didn't comment on my answer. What do you think about my answer?
I think you're absolutely right. Pakistan is in dire need of a right arm leg spinner. a batter who can bat at number 7, 8.
Also, Afridi, versatile enough. If you need him, he can go at 3.
He could be a pinch hitter. Absolutely. And he's a gun fielder. Aggressive captain.
Yep.
So I agree with you. That is an area where Pakistan is lacking behind. I am kind of torn between two people, Imran Khan and Wasim Akram. But I think I'm leaning more towards Wasim Akram because I think Wasim Akram is one of the most underrated white ball players. I think he would have been the highest paid player in any franchise league going around today. A left arm bowler who is impeccable with the new ball, can bring it back in, can swing it away, deadly with the old ball with the reverse swing. A powerful left-handed batsman who can come down the order and smash sixes at will. Captain, aggressive, smart. I think he would be in my Pakistan team today and any given day.
I thought you were going to say Abdul Razak.
I was thinking of Imran Khan, but I was like, I don't think Imran Khan really excelled in white ball cricket as much. He was a phenomenal test player.
Yeah.
Especially in the 80s. I think he averaged 50 with the bat, 20 odd with the ball, which is individually just those batting and bowling numbers are crazy. But if you combine them and put them in one player, that's Imran Khan, which
Unicorn.
is absolutely insane.
Yep.
I was going to say Abdul Razak as well, but I feel like Wasim Akram, to me,
he's like the best of the Razak's bowling, and then he can also hit.
He's the greatest Pakistan player we've ever produced, hands down, no debate.
No debate. All right, that ends the 200th special Q&A, guys. Thank you very much for sending all your questions. We tried to bundle them up as much as possible. Thank you to the Patreon fam for sending their questions as well. We took as many as we could. It's been a wild ride, 200 episodes, and honestly, things just get bigger and better for this podcast. Thank you very much for supporting this as much as you guys have with your viewership, with your Patreon help, with the sponsorship, everything. We've been overjoyed with the response we've gotten, and honestly, this is just the beginning. #1 cricket podcast in North America, #1 cricket podcast in the world. Bashar, soon come. Inshallah.
Someone asked if you would ever thought about quitting the podcast.
Never.
I don't know about you.
What?
Speak for yourself.
Oh my God. No, I've never thought about quitting the podcast. I think another question somebody asked was, how long do you see this podcast going? And infinity? I don't want to stop. Do you?
I don't know about that.
I will stop.
I've been eyeing a lot of this equipment and I see this as asset.
You're just looking at the
I want to sell it.
Monetary gain. No. Here's this. We might stop if Pakistan is world champion in Test, ODIs, and T20s.
Why would we stop then? That's
it's the pinnacle. You can't get higher than that. It's like Imran Khan retiring after 92. We would do that. I'm saying it on record.
Also, a lot of questions regarding my relationship status when I'm getting married.
Still remains extremely single, guys.
Please send in profiles at queries@backwardpointpodcast.com. Now accepting profiles.
Oh my God. A great end to this lovely podcast. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Cheers.